Because a new friend might come around and start saying that he don't mind gays. Like, no, I'm gonna have to try this guy, man. What do you mean you don't like gays, man? What do you mean you don't mind every religion, man? You need to make sure that you get a friend that don't like gays. You need to get a friend that don't like religions. You know what I mean? Because when you get that guy, he might come and he might stab you in the back. Or might get a man to come get a bunch of men and come rape you like the Benjamites. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful to try these brothers before they come with their mad philosophies. You know what I mean? So, what nationality?
I'm Jamaican.
But does the Bible call us Jamaican? But even does the Bible say there's Africa in the Bible?
I've never read the Bible. I don't really believe. I'm not a believer of the Bible, so I know. You know what I mean.
But that's why
I can't because it's something was man like. That's just me in it.
Give me Psalm 68 and 11. We're here to trample down on strongholds. Because you know me from long time, brother. You get me from the So yeah, we're here to trample down on strongholds. And a big stronghold on our people is to think that white man made this Bible. King James was a black man. King James was a so-called black man.
But ain't the Bible been changed over the years to suit the gender of the people?
No, because when I read it, it says it's going to fire upon batty boys. Fire upon them. It doesn't have mercy on batty boys. It doesn't have mercy on these people that put us in slavery. I like reading this book. When I start reading it more and more, I start learning that God don't like these other people that are from the other nations. He wants to kill them for what they've done to the so-called Jamaicans. He does. He wants us to get vengeance. He's actually been waiting patiently to slay them for what they've done to our people. That's a wickedness, bro. All of this stuff that they've done to us, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And God's upset with this, bro. He's not happy, bro. That's why I read it. Psalm 68 and 11.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 11. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
So the Most High gave the word. And the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Jonah, David, Solomon, Abraham, Isaac, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John. Yeah? These were great Paul. These were great men. Alright? These were none of the silly people. That's why this is the most famous book in the world. This is the most published book ever in his country. They have it in Arabic. They have it in all different sorts of languages. You understand? And that is because the Israelites were scattered. Yeah, bro. We were scattered. We were scattered to all nations, bro. So the Most High says he's going to give me Isaiah 29, Isaiah 28 and 11. The Most High says because we were scattered amongst all the nations, he's going to give us a book, yeah, to make us know our heritage. Because if we never had this book, right, we'll just be destroyed, bro. We wouldn't even know our history. It's our story, it's not their story, bro. Their story in this Bible is that they come out of the caves. And what's Caucasian mean? Caucasus, the Caucasus Mountains of Russia. The Caucasoids of Russia. The cave dwellers. Read this, brother. 28 and 11.
This is the book of Isaiah.
That's destroyed, bro. Because look, having you here and showing off all your batty hole out to everybody, our women shouldn't look like that. Look at this. This is what our women are meant to look like. But we've lost our way, and now they're just walking like whores and harlots. The women shouldn't be looking like no go-go girl, no Lady Spice or no, you know what I mean? Senshia and they shouldn't be looking like that.
This is the book of Isaiah.
In his country, I bet the women are walking around with head wraps and dresses.
Yeah, they have to show respect to themselves.
They don't do that amongst our people because we're destroyed.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 11. For with a stammering lip and another tongue.
With stammering lips and another tongue, that means other languages.
Will he speak to this people?
So how did he speak to us? He spoke to us through the words of the Most, through the words. He published the words for us. So if it was King James, all right, even if it was a so-called white man, all praises that we've got the Bible. Right. You know what I mean? Because now we can understand that we are the true children of the Most High. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. I'm going to show you the reason why why I'm so proud or protesting that we are the children of the Most High, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
Start from 45.
chapter 28 and verse 45. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and they shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
So look, all these curses are going to come on us if we don't keep the commandments.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So we didn't listen.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded
So
thee.
like being a gay is breaking the commandments. Yeah, if we start being gays, yeah, we're going to go into curses. If we disrespect the Sabbath day, right, and don't keep the Sabbath day, if we bow down to wood and stone, all right, if we start stealing, yeah, just breaking the commandments, yeah, we'll be destroyed, yeah.
I know I can't stop too long.
One more, to show you why we're the children of Israel.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
It shall be a sign for us to know if we can get this continued from our heritage, how to find out. Verse 68.
This is verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Egypt, it means bondage, it means slavery, okay? Because we can't go back into Egypt again. Sister, you said you was going to come back and you never come back. You
I've been doing hair. I'm going to
Don't worry, sister. We'll be here. We'll be here.
Alright.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I speak
So
unto
we
thee.
went into bondage or slavery. Are we, bro? Are we that, man? So, go on, read it again.
Into Egypt again with ships by the way I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there
Shall be what?
you shall be sold unto your enemies,
Shall be sold to you.
your enemies,
Our brethren.
for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Look, you can tell there are enemies, bro. And we don't want no negotiations, no 50 acres and a mule. Yeah? No man shall buy us, bro. Get me that. Who was this Deuteronomy spoken to? Let's go to 29 and 1. Let's see who was this read to. Who did Moses read this to? Let's
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to speak to the children of Israel.
speak to the Arabs.
To speak to the children of Israel.
Speak to the so-called white
To
man.
speak to the children of Israel.
King James is a white man.
To speak to the children of Israel.
So look, this is the curses that went on the children of Israel. The Bible's got Ethiopia, bro. The Bible's got Egyptians, bro. The Bible's got Greeks. It's got the book of Romans. Yeah. So we need to know, okay, who are we then? We can't be calling ourselves no Jamaica. Jamaica means the land of wood and water, bro. I don't want to be called that, bro. Israel means to be called the Prince of Power, the Prince of God. I want to be called the Prince of God, bro. I want to be royalty, bro. I don't want to be called wood and water, bro. Barbados, the bearded fig trees. We know we're the same people that were taken from the west coast of Africa. So why are we now calling ourselves island names? That's a slave man telling. Go to 37. Go 37.
This is Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nations, wherever the Lord shall send thee, lead thee.
So where the Most High sent us into Jamaica is a proverb and a byword. That's another identification that we are the Israelites, bro. We are, bro. So when we leave here today, bro, the Israelites, we need to keep the commandments, the laws and the statutes.
I need to look on the YouTube. You gave me one already. I'm like, oh.
We're at home.
Yeah, remember when I was walking you gave me.
Have you got internet on your phone now? Put it in quickly now. Yeah? We've got 2 channels. One of our channels got apps, but they're just going to get reloaded.
Why? Because they
banned us for 90 days.
Why? Because you don't like the thing
They don't want to tell us. They don't want us to tell us.
You shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free, innit? So that's what happened.
Yeah, give him another one of the things because we've got another channel where we upload other things as well. The other one's coming back soon, but we've got this one here. This one here, Vine of Israel. But then this is our substitute channel, isn't it?
Okay.
V.O.I. London, yeah? Vine of Israel London. So,
Bless you, bro. Don't, I'm taking it in, you know. Don't.
I might be talking fast and that and all that and this, but
Yeah, if I had longer, I would have stopped.
yeah, but you know what? You got time to research the thing, look it up. We're not here to force it on you,
I
bro.
know.
We're here to just show you, no, this is why.
Find ourselves.
This is why, bro. We have to find ourselves. We've been discontinued from our heritage. That's right.
Bless up, bro.
Peace and love, bro. Peace and love. Peace and love. Yeah, man. And that's amazing because we was just explaining how we've been discontinued from our heritage, and now our brother come up and we have to quickly show him why we are married unto the Most High, man. Grab me Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 14. Jeremiah 3:14. Jeremiah 3:14.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you,
Exactly.
and I will take you, one from a city and two from a family.
So it's not for the multitude. We already said that. It's not for the big congregations. It's for the ones that are sighing and crying for abominations, man. Alright? Yeah, man.
And will bring you to Zion.
And will bring us to Zion. So yeah, so let's go to the book of Jeremiah 51:19. Because people must think we forgot about Amalek, or we forgot about the Edomites. We haven't forgotten about none of them. Alright?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Exactly. We said it before, yeah? We are the ones that formed everything, man. We are the former of all things. Okay? If you didn't know, read Jeremiah 51:19. Alright? We are the former of everything. Jacob, nothing, no one is like us, man. No one can compare to us. Okay?
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
So
Yahweh.
Israel is the one that he's chosen. Alright?
Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Exactly. We are the Most High's battle axe and weapons of war. His arsenal. Yeah? His artillery. Alright? With two-edged swords in the hands. Alright?
Jackie, you hear that thing name come out again?
Exactly. The name has to come back every time. Don't forget his name. Put some respect. Go like bird now, is it? Put some respect on my name. Yeah? Damn, biatch.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Exactly.
For with thee I will break in pieces the nation.
Exactly.
And with thee I will destroy kingdoms.
Wow.
And with thee I will break in pieces horses and his rider.
Exactly.
And with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Snap it, man. Break it into pieces. Yeah, that's it. Them in Numbers, yeah, 24 and 20. We're gonna break in pieces, man, these people, man. Most I willing, we're there to break them, man.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Chop them up, man. Keep it up.
And
No, leave that, yeah. Get me, yeah, he's gonna perish forever. Give me, Numbers 24 and 20. Numbers 24 and 20. So, yeah, get me, 1 Samuel 15, 2 and 3.
this is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 2. Thou sayest Yahweh of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way,
Exactly.
when he have come up from Egypt.
So look what they done, man. The tribes of Amalek, they laid wait. Yeah? They was actually trying to say, yo, spying on us. Yo, them Israelites, the Most High just took them out of Egypt. What, let's smash them up quickly. Yeah?
Now, go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both men and women, infants and sucking, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
Exactly, man. Smack all of them, man. Still run with close to the Most High.
Everything them have been
Everything them have them are slain. Alright? And the tabernacle of David will do them things.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
King Saul, the Benjamites, they didn't deal with it, alright? But then when the tabernacle of David, the lions of Judah, the conquering lions of Judah, Yahweh, alright? When they come, it's going to be 144,000, 12,000 from each of the tribes of the children of Israel, and they shall execute the vengeance of the Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh.
And you know what? And that's your part, because we read in Psalms 144 verse 1, it teaches our hands to war and fingers to fight. So,
imagine fingers that just go
seeing like anime when they just hold their head
snap
and
heads.
but it's gonna be real for them.
Like biting fingers, man.
Slack you. Slay mean love.
Might even get myself a little hand brace just to start bracing.
Yeah. People think when say slay, do you mean love?
Blood. He requires blood, man. Alright? So when he slays, it's a righteous thing.
Killing man.
Yeah, it's a righteous thing to the Israelites, man.
Yeah, get me that in
No, let's not get that. Let's get Amalek, man. We can't forget Amalek. Obadiah 1 and 18. Amalek's all over the place, man. Numbers.
Bro, we know
Amos. We're not getting go Amalek.
if we would have continued reading that Psalm 83,
We have to give it some power. We have to do a quick half hour, 10 minutes on the slaying Amalek. We have to get them. You know right, brother?
I was gonna say, see when if you get reading the Psalms 83, it says Edom, yeah, then it says Amalek as well. So Edom gets mentioned twice in the whole in that thing. So definitely know that.
Yeah, they get mentioned twice.
Right. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 18. Yeah. And the house of Jacob shall be a flame, and the house of the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
And the house of Esau for what?
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Esau shall be stubble, man. Alright?
And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Exactly.
For Yahweh power has spoken it.
Exactly. Give me Isaiah 41 and 15. Most High has spoken a dreadful sound, man, in the heathens' ears, man. Alright? The Most High has spoken a dreadful sound in their ears. And to us, it's righteous. It's a beautiful sound, man. But to the heathens, it doesn't sound pretty. Alright? Bring it up, King.
Isaiah
41. 15.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp, threatening instrument.
Wow, the Most High said he will make us a new sharp, yeah? What is instrument?
Sharp,
Thrashing
instrument.
Thrashing instrument, man.
Having
Remember it
teeth.
says, thrashing them through. Alright? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. And it says, you're gonna thrash them through, man.
Done.
Thrashing instrument, bro. Wow.
Having teeth.
Having what?
Having teeth. Thou shalt thrust the mountains and beat them small.
So we're gonna thrash mountains. When it says mountains,
nations.
it doesn't literally mean we're gonna go up to mountains and start hitting mountains. Mountains is a byword. It's a dark saying. It's a proverb, a parable of governments. We're going to smite governments, man. All right? The Israelites, most high willing, all right? Yahweh Abraham, we're there to Rataza. Yahweh Rataza, we're there to kill them. We're there to kill them, man. Smite now mountains, man. Yeah? Jeremiah 16, is that finished?
Beat them small and shall make the hills as chief.
As chief, yeah. As
Chief of nothing.
As chief, as dust. Give me that Jeremiah 16:16. Let's read it, man. Let's read it. Let's read it, yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters.
After what?
And after I will send for many hunters. And they shall hunt them from every mountain, from the end and from every hill, out of the hole of the rock. For my eye is upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is there iniquity hid from my eyes.
So the Most High says the iniquities and the sins have reached the heavens, man.
Right.
And his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right.
So give me Jeremiah 22:7.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse 7. And I will prepare destroyers against thee, everyone with his weapons, and they shall cut down the like trees, cedars, and cast them into the fire.
The Most High says he's going to make destroyers come, man. All right? And the destroyers are the ones that are called the hunters. The hunters are the ones that are called the Israelites. And the Israelites that are coming out of the 144,000, yeah, of the tribes of the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Okay? They're the ones that will be doing hunting. They're the ones that were fishing. They're the ones that were crying out for abominations. Yeah? They're the ones that didn't take their hand off the plow. Okay? They kept the pounds. And they didn't hide the pounds in napkins, man. Alright? They're the ones that will get it cracking. Yeah?
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
Also, I did say any man that takes the hands of the plow is not fit for the kingdom.
yeah, man.
So
Get that in Luke. Anyone that think that they know the scriptures and then they start boasting about certain rubbish doctrines of man, you're gonna get mashed. Luke chapter 12, I believe. No, it's not Luke 12. Chapter 9, 62.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahweh shall said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of power.
Exactly. No man putting his hand to this work, yeah, and say that, yo, you know what I mean? That don't repent. Remember it says, yo, you got a chance to repent in Revelations 2 and 5. It says you got a chance to say, nah, look, I wanna, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, pardon me for my transgressions, and you can get the sure mercies of David. You know what I mean? So, any brothers out there that are, you know what I mean, a bit wishy-washy or lukewarm in the spirit, the Most High can build you back up. Yeah? You know what I mean? Go to, let's go to, end it on that. Let's go to Amalek. Hey, all praise the sister there. Come out with your dress and your wrap and that. You know what I mean? I want this in power, but I don't know what she's doing. Acts 13 and 24. Yeah, and then Psalms 89 and 20. Let me get First Chronicles chapter 16.
the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter. This is the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 23. Sing unto Yahweh, all the earth, show forth from day to day his salvation. Declare his glory among the heathen. Declare his glory among the heathen.
Exactly. That's what we're here. We're going to do, man. We're going to show forth the Most High's praise, and we're going to declare it in front of the heathens, man.
That's right.
All right?
His marvelousness, his marvelous works among all nations. For great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all powers.
It's meant to be feared above all powers, man. Don't forget that. The Most High is meant to be feared above all of your damn gods, man. All right? Amun-Ra, Baal, Ishtar, Ashtaroth, Selassie, Rastafari, Krishna, Buddha,
All of them.
your Arabian Allah,
That's your fault.
yeah, the Arabian Allah thing, yeah. The Kaaba, what's it called? Amalek, Jewish synagogues of Satan. God is meant to be feared above all religions, all things. Fire upon religion. Fire upon religion. Fire upon all of that madness. Yeah? Fire upon all of that. Because God only loves the Israelites. Because you love to sell weed to our sisters. Yeah, you love to sell relaxer and weed to our sisters. Alright? To make them look like some damn Indian guy. Or some damn Brazilian. We don't respect that. Yeah? God is not about that. Understand? Why do our sisters want to look like a so-called white woman, man? Like the Colombians, man. Our sisters don't want to look like no damn fucking... You understand? Shedamites, Edomites, man. The Colombians should want to look like the woolly vibration here of the Israelites, man.
God.
But why? They've been discontinued. They've been watered down. All right. They've been oppressed, man. They've lost their heritage, so they don't even know that the Messiah's got woolly hair. We must respect. We don't respect that rubbish, man. Get me Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 17, and then we're gonna have to read out and take your hands off the heathens. Get me. We're gonna have to read it again. Colossians 3 and 25. Deuteronomy 1:17, Colossians 3:25. You have to read them, reading them. All praises to the Most High till it gets to the thick skull that we're not here for them. We're not here to be no respecter of religions, man. You know what I mean? We have to get the guy, you know what I mean? Our guy to come and help him out and quickly save his life because he knew he was about to be a bloody slaughter for him up here.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 17. Ye shall not respect person in judgment.
We're not going to respect you in judgment. How can we respect a guy in judgment? You think you can go to court and the judge is like, oh, I'm going to show some respect unto you. But you've been wicked. You've committed offenses. He can't respect you in judgments, man. God is going to judge your nations for your wickedness.
That's right.
So we cannot be respectful of religions. Religions that we just found out it's got confederacies, man. The Confederate verse chapters, man. How are we going to be respecters to Confederate people, man?
But ye shall hear the small as well as the great.
So if you're rich, if you're poor, all right, we have to give righteous judgments, man. All right, we can't give judgments in respecting people. We can't respect people in judgment. We have to tell you you're wicked. You don't like that. You have to give righteous judgments, man.
Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man.
That's it. Finish that verse. Finish that verse.
For the judgment of power and the judgment is powers.
So don't be afraid of man. Man can't do nothing. The judgment belongs to the Father, man. If the Father says, thus saith the Bible, and we're meant to read it, don't be scared that they're going to come back and say, oh, speak smooth words. Don't say that. Or do a John, Herod, King Herod, and slay John the Baptist. Yeah? Or do Jeremiah, get put into prison houses, man. Don't be scared that we'll get into prison or we'll get our heads chopped off. Because they can't kill the soul. They can kill the body, but they can't kill the soul. Colossians 3, 20, the last verse.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong which he hath done.
You got to read Job 30 and 16 now.
And there is no respect of person.
So yeah, there's no respect in the wrongs that you do. If you've done wrongs, why are we meant to respect your religions if your religions, we found out that they've all put us in slavery? And you're our enemies. To be following your false religion is the enemies. We're not meant to respect the enemies up here, man. Condemn the enemies, man. It's Jeremiah 30 and 16, King. Yeah, man. That sounded wild. What the brother, that the heathen come up here and said, man.
That the family said.
That famo said, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them.
Every what?
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Shall go into captivity.
All of them in their religions, in their false philosophies, are going into captivity, okay?
They shall, and they that spoil thee shall be for spoil.
And all them people, the Elam, they all spoiled us. All of them nations spoiled it. There are 18 different nations in the world. 17 of them spoiled us. Alright? All of them are confederate against us. They all had their chance on rulership. Oh, what nation are the, yeah. Get me the, Maccabees. Yeah, you're right. I think it's 221. I'm pretty sure it's good. What nation is not married? First Maccabees chapter. First Maccabees. First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 10.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten her spoil?
So what nation hasn't had their hand on the Israelites, man? We just read it. All of our adversaries, every one of them, yeah, shall go into captivity, man. There's not one nation that hasn't had the chance of having the spoils, or having our labors, or having our invention, or profiting off of the Israelites, man. Alright?
Going back to Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 16. And every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and they that pursue that preyed upon thee shall be given for a prey.
So like we say, let's not forget Amalek. Let's not forget all of them. Let's not forget every one of them. Alright? All of you, man. We ain't forgot about all of you. Alright? All of the wicked. And the 2/3 of our nation, yeah, that are not sighing and crying for abominations and believing false doctrines, man. Joining hand with the heathens, alright, making up their own precepts about knowing the time and the hours and all that. All of them, man. We shall all be destroyed, man. Alright? The Most High says, but those mine enemies, bring me that. Luke 12:26.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse.
Luke 12. So that's it. Luke chapter 12. Luke 19. Sorry, Luke 19. Slap you, King. What did I say, Torah? Luke 19. Go on.
This is the book of Luke.
19:27.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
So the enemies that say, oh, let's all hold hand in hand, let's all respect each other's religions. No. The ones that don't want Yahushua to reign over them, yeah, that think they're gonna live forever, selling weed to our sisters, man. Yeah, relaxer and all of this damn wickedness, yeah, on their scalp, smiting the daughters of Zion that have got a scab on the scalp on their head.
Bring them hither.
Dude, what?
Bring them hither and slay them before me.
So so-called Jesus ain't on no peace. He says, bring the enemies and slay them. Alright? That's your sweet Jesus, man. That's your sweet Jesus saying, bring the enemies and slay them before me, man. Alright? And on that, we're going to start bringing out the Nazarite news, man. Quick power hour on the news. Let's go.